everyone, and welcome to Abraham Lincoln High School for the final home game of the Railsplitters baseball season. I'm Peter Andrus along with Adam Calgene, and have we got a game for you today? Adam, what's on the agenda?
We do have a beautiful game. It's beautiful weather. It was senior day today, so all the seniors were honored with a nice, beautiful picture of them playing baseball here at Lincoln High School, and some of the parents were here to enjoy. So it's just about time for first pitch. Railsplitters are in the field, looking good, feeling good. We have sophomore pitcher Ramel Emmanuel Gonzalez on the mound today. Pitching for second, third time this season. He's been very effective when he's out there.
Yeah, I think the last time we saw him start may have been against Grand Street, which is a big victory for the Railsplitters that day. Grand Street, the reigning champions, and Ramel kept them barely getting to the plate.
All right, so we got a senior. One senior starting today, first base. Actually, two seniors. You got Marrero starting in center field. And Kamani Scott starting at first. We know Lincoln is a fairly young team, so we got a couple of sophomores out there, and Midwood's going to send up a freshman as their first batter, number 11, Elliot Ross. Only freshman on their roster. He takes a strike for the first pitch. Ramel looks in, working from the first base side. Wind blowing slightly out towards center field. Pitch is fouled back. Out of play. And he's into his windup and delivers. Ball's outside. Just outside. Once again, working out of the stretch. Another pitch outside. 2-2. Elliot Ross steps back in. Ramel delivers. That ball's fouled off. First base side, out of play. Two balls and two strikes. Defensive alignment, regular depth. Kamani Scott's about 5 steps behind the bag, first base. Looks like third baseman is just about even with the bag. Double play depth for the middle infielders. And that's a strikeout.
He got him.
Caught him looking. A little bit of an outside pitch. Good enough catch outside of the plate.
Yeah, he got that outside corner beautifully.
I think the ball tailed back in a little bit too, so nice movement by Ramel. All right, 1 out. That ball's way outside. We might have lost the grip on that one.
Antonio Moran in the number 2 spot and the number 2 on the roster.
And Ramel delivers inside for a strike. Right over the outside portion of the plate. And the pitch, right in. Oh, a little high. All right, takes the call, delivers a pitch, inside for a strike.
It's the kind of pitch you wish you knew it was coming, because you would have swung for that one.
Absolutely, that ball is right over the plate. Beautiful pitch by Ramel. And the curveball is in there for a strike. batters, two caught looking. It's going to bring up number 1, the third batter, number 1.
William Copenny.
And the right-handed batter waits. Takes a pitch outside. Once again, working from the first base side, out of the stretch. And the ball's in there for a strike. Painted the outside corner of the plate. Mel likes the call, and he's going to bring it home. Once again, just outside. I think his ball's tailing a little bit to the first base side. Maybe move him over on the rubber a little bit. Get him to the third base side. Put that ball right over the plate. Foul back. Good cut.
Swinging on the 3-0. He wants to hit.
Just missed. Just missed it. They gave him the green light. He's a junior, Copenny. Working from the first base side. Ball inside. Not enough break on the breaking ball.
Oh, that was called strike.
I think it's 3.
He said full count, 3-2.
All right, 3-2. Here we go. He didn't really give a call on that.
Unless one of the other pitches was a strike, and I thought it was a ball.
Potentially, the ball's hit hard to the shortstop. And Fields fires the first in time for the out. 3 up, 3 down for the Railsplitters. Bottom half of the first.
Couldn't ask for a better start.
Absolutely, very good. 2 strikeouts and a ground out to the shortstop.
Seniors on the squad will be hoping that the Railsplitters bats come alive early and often.
Yep, hopefully get them a couple of bats towards the back end of the game.
That's it. The better the lead, the more chance they have to get in the game.
Well, they had their game last week. Week before, rather. So this would be the last home game for the Railsplitters, last regular season home game for the Railsplitters. They play again on Wednesday afternoon, 4 o'clock, McGuire Field in Bergen Beach, against the same Midwood Hornets team. Finish up the regular season on Wednesday.
Yeah, there was a chance that game was going to be played here. We were expecting to stream it, but it looks like they will be good to play at their own assigned field.
All right, so now the Hornets are going to gather around the mound, talk to the pitcher, give him his last little vote of confidence before he faces this Railsplitter squad. Railsplitters are currently 9-3 on the regular season. A couple of tough losses over the course of the last couple of weeks. They're looking to build on their wins and be positive moving forward into the playoffs next week. Midwood's pitcher, number 21, delivers and Adani hits the ball hard over the fence for a ground rule double. Good job by Francis. Jumping on the first pitch, taking it over the fence. And that's going to bring up number 10, Jaden Blanco Martinez. And Jaden's playing second base today. That ball's in there low. For a ball. And the pitch outside. And the senior pitcher delivers. Ball low. Good eye by Blanco. Francis with a small lead off first. They're holding him on, but not really, half-heartedly. That ball's in there for a strike. Third baseman's playing about even with the bag, and first and third even with the bag. Second base about halfway through the hole, 10 steps back. Pitcher delivers a strike, curveball. Blanco Martinez kind of turned away from it. Definitely going to get called a strike if you do that. And the junior pitcher.
Runner goes.
Ground ball in the dirt. Good job by the third baseman keeping it close.
It was strike 3, though. Blanco Martinez goes down. Runner advances to third.
That's going to bring up the number 3 hitter, Derek Blanco. Number 8. Catcher goes out to the mound, talk to the pitcher, make sure they want to know they're going to be coming home. The ball's hit home. Rivera with a lead off third. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. Slow moving curve. And the pitcher works center of the rubber. That curveball's too high. Not enough break. He's getting some good coaching from the coaching staff here in the dugout. And he's ready. The ball's hit, skied, first base side, down the right field line. And he makes the catch. Francis tags up at third base, comes home to score easily. Lincoln takes a 1-0 lead. Good job by Blanco to get the run across. That's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, number 9, Kamani Scott. And they are chanting Canine in the dugout for the senior on senior night. Nobody on base. Canine's hit the ball very hard this year. Nice pitch by Edelman on strike 1. He likes that curveball on strike 1. He's working out of the stretch, center of the rubber. True to form the last couple of at-bats. He throws 2 curveballs, 1 for a strike, 1 for a ball. Last 3 batters. Catcher sets up outside. The ball's fouled back, right above our head. Straight back. First baseman's about 6 steps off, 4 steps back. Second baseman about halfway through the hole. Same thing for the shortstop, a little shading towards the second base side a little bit. And the pitch. Fouled back, first base side. Wind has died down, just like the traffic on the Belt Parkway. And the pitches. Digs in. Working from the first base side. The ball's hit hard, right field side. That one's going to be over the fence as well. Oh.
Yep.
Ground rule double. He skied the ball very hard, very high. The right fielder looked up like he might be able to make a play off the fence, but it just squeaked over. All right, two very hard hit balls over the right field fence. Another one of the Lincoln batters who's hit the ball pretty hard this year. J.J. Fernandez will be the number 5 hitter today. And the pitch. In there for a strike. That was a fastball. Scott with a small lead off second base. Curveball's high. Rui Edelman, the junior, working from the first base side. Holds the ball at the waist. And now the pitch is low. Orders are coming in from the coaching staff, right out of the dugout, right into JJ's ear. And the pitch is inside, first strike. JJ shakes his head in disbelief. Once again, Kamani with a small lead off second. They're holding him on half-heartedly. Now the shortstop steps into his spot. That ball's low. Full count. Full count for the junior. Let's see if he can put bat to ball. That ball's inside, way inside. Do a little dance to get out of the way. Base on balls. Two base runners.
That'll bring up Lincoln's pitcher du jour, Romel Gonzalez.
All right. Balls in there for a strike.
Ump has been given that inside corner all day. Lincoln's going to have to adjust.
Yeah, maybe take a step off the plate. Yeah. Gonzalez waits. Fouls the ball straight back. Right here on the warning track, right next to us. The running track, I should say, excuse me. Runners on first and second. Umpire calls time.
The catcher asked for it.
Get a chance to go through his signs again. Romel hits the ball to shortstop. Fields fires the ball to first. Get a rare slide into first base, trying to pick up a little extra speed. Railsplitters score 1 run on 2 hits and leave 2 stranded. 1-0 Railsplitters after 1 inning of play. Umpires for today's game are Behind the plate is Dan Wyatry, and Lawrence Black is the field umpire today. Home plate umpire Dan Wyatry is the head basketball coach at St. Edmunds High School. And he's a great guy from St. Thomas Aquinas Parish, Flatlands, Brooklyn.
I guess I shouldn't trash them too much today then, huh?
Nah, don't trash it today. Danny's a great guy. He's very passionate about sports. It's a sports family. He's been in St. Edmunds for nearly 20 years now, so. He's great with students. Teaches math as well. All right, so Ramel's looking to stay strong with his steady performance from the first inning. Throw strikes, let the fielders do the work behind him. JJ's playing third today. Obviously, Kamani Scott's at first base, as usual. As I had mentioned, Jaden's playing second base. Derek's in left field today. Very versatile player, Derek Blanco. Plays all over the field. Third, first, pitch. Excuse me, third, outfield, pitcher. I haven't seen him at first yet. Maybe next year.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to talk to Coach Cruz about what his plan is.
I don't want to look too
Future
far
of the
ahead.
base.
I don't want to look too far ahead. We got the season. Now the ball's hit to the shortstop. Fields fires to first base in time. That was number 35. Bryson Anderson, Jr. That's going to bring up number 22. Solio Tolentino. He's also a junior. Batting from the right-hand side. And the pitch. He's hit hard to the third baseman.
Bounces up.
Yeah, it took a funny hop, like right in front of him and just kind of like crossed him up. Right off the heel of his glove, bounced into the outfield. Backed up by Blanco, keeps the runner at first. This is going to bring up number 17, Michael Boville. Boville is a senior. And he's going to try to bunt. He showed bunt and pulled back, trying to move the runner over. Play some small ball and try to tie this game up. Looking down to the coach at third base. He's got the signal. He steps in. Ramel looks over his shoulder at first, looks over his shoulder. He brings the ball home. They try, they bunt. They're able to move the runner over to second. Ramel fields, fires to first. Scott takes the ball. Now he walks towards the mound. Gives the ball to Ramel. Right. Job well done by number 17, getting the runner over. That's going to bring up number 37, Anthony Tejada. Tejada's a sophomore. He's got one runner in scoring position. Ramel moves the ball around in his right hand as he sets, delivers the ball outside. Once again, arm dangling, looks in, he's got the signal, sets at the waist, and delivers. Ooh, I thought that was a strike.
If he was right-handed, he would have been.
Would have strike, yeah. You're right, Pete. If he was right-handed, that definitely would have been a strike.
That's exactly where those strikes have been coming in.
Absolutely. Here we go. What do we got? And he gave one back.
He
gave one back.
He must have heard us.
He gave one back there. Good job for framing by Borges. All right. Ramel set and delivers. The ball's hit to the third baseman. He's going to just miss it, JJ. He was a little hesitant. He just missed it. I think he was thinking about going back to second base to double the guy off. And he just got a little hung up there. All right, tough beginning of the inning for Fernandez at third. All right. The Hornets have runners on the corners with, I believe, 1 out.
2 away.
Oh, 2 outs. Okay.
There was a ground ball to short to start the inning, and then the bunt.
That's it. Okay, so 2 outs, runners on the corners. Ramel is set and delivers. The ball is held by the catcher as the base is stolen. Score that defensive indifference. Okay. All the incidentals are out of array. Runners on second and third. They both have small leads. They're not being held on. And the pitch is over the head of 21. The pitcher, Rui Edelman. Rue Edelman. And Ramel is set. Outside. Not too much damage done if they let this guy get away. Load up the bases and get a force at any base. But they don't want to chance that. They're going to face this guy. That one's in the dirt. Maybe they didn't really want to give him anything to hit. All right, so 21 works a walk. They're going to bring on a pinch runner for him, I believe, because he's the pitcher. Oh.
No, I don't think he
guess
had
that
worked
wasn't
the
ball
walk
4.
yet.
All right. He apologizes. Big smile on his face, apologizing to the umpire. He thought it was ball 4. Okay, here we go. Now he takes the base. The pitch was a little low, I suppose. All right, so as I mentioned, no real damage done. Bases are loaded. We got to force at any base. Big number 88, Matthew Hong, senior, coming up to bat. I believe he's playing first base today. All right, bases loaded. 1-0 lead by the Railsplitters, and the pitch is hit towards the shortstop. He fields, fires the ball to first base for the outs. No runs scored on a couple of hits. The Railsplitters hold on to a 1-0 lead halfway through the second.
Donnie Francis did a great job. Defensively, he's made all the plays outside of the one bunt that Ramel fielded himself. Every ball's been just chopped over to him so far. Lincoln will be sending up their 7, 8, 9 slot.
Ishmael Grant, the senior, is getting the at-bat today.
Of course, David Marrero in that list somewhere.
Yes, he's going to be the number 9 hitter as usual. They'll bring it around back to the top, baby. Looks like who's going to bat 8th today? Looks like Christian Miranda might be on deck.
I was wondering if I saw him out in right field earlier.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Christian Miranda and then Marrero. Okay, and Grant digs in. The pitcher delivers. That ball's in there for a strike, a very low strike.
That one a little too low.
Grant's good eye by Grant, being selective. Working out of the stretch. The ball's swing and a miss, a little bit late. Nice pitch by Edelman. Wind's picked up a little bit, blowing towards the outfield. Grant is waiting for the pitch, and that one's outside. Catcher tried to frame it, but a little too far outside. Edelman set at the waist. That ball's fouled off, first base side. Rue Edelman toes in on the first base side, and he delivers. The ball's hit up the middle, over the mound. Shortstop has some range, but he dropped it. Let's see if Grant can outrun him. Safe. Good hustle by Grant.
And he'll get second on the
Down
ball
the line.
Overthrown out of play.
Yes, he will. Good job by the catcher backing up, though, too. Very good job by the catcher getting down the line and backing up that throw. First baseman made a good effort to try to scoop it up, but just couldn't gobble it. All right, so as we said, it's going to bring up the right fielder, Christian Miranda. He's having some kind of conversation. Somebody in the dugout. I thought he was talking to the umpire, but he is not. All right. Miranda steps up. Back of the batter's box. Then he steps up 2 steps. I like that. Grant's got a lead off second. And the pitch. Just missed the bunt. Oof. Very good try. Very good try. Just missed it. Just missed the sacrifice. And the way it sounds, they're going to be going for it again. Get that runner over. Small ball. All right. Grant's got a small lead off second. First baseman's playing up even with the pitcher's mound. Third baseman's kind of ready to run. And here comes the bunt. It's good bunt.
Oh, right. That's a great bunt.
Wow. All right. Very good bunt by Miranda. He split the distance in between the third baseman and the first baseman, and then kind of the third baseman had to stay back. So split the difference between the catcher and the pitcher. They made the play as the second baseman was covering at first.
But he did successfully advance the runner.
Absolutely, and that's going to bring up everybody's favorite center fielder, the left-handed hitting David Marrero. Just going to small timeout for him to take off his gold chain. And the senior is looking to make a name for himself tonight. Steps out, takes a big cut, takes a big breath, and now he's ready. Marrero is ready to roll. Grant's taking a nice little lead over at third, dancing around a little bit, kind of running down the line on the pitch. Marrero's batting from the left-hand side. Takes a strike. Should be 1-1. Pitcher's looking in, working from the first base side, out of the stretch. He steps off, looks over towards third. They're not holding him on at third, so he'd have to step towards him if he wanted to make a play. Once again, steps on at first base side, holds the set at the waist, delivers a curveball for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Marrero. And Marrero takes a ball high. He'll take it for a ride if he likes it. That ball's in the dirt. Tells the runner at third to stay put. Stay put. I want to bring you home. All the infielders are playing even with the bag or one step in, shortstop one step in. So they're going to come home for the play at the plate if the ball's hitting the infield. Swing and a miss. Herrero down on strikes. That's going to bring up the leadoff hitter. Also a lefty, Donnie Francis. Donnie is a junior. He takes a pitch in there for a ball. Ball's high. Change up high. He's got one RBI, 90 feet away. The ball's fouled, straight back. Off the catcher's glove. Into the backstop. Adam deals. Not enough break on the breaking ball. Leaves that one way up high. If he hangs a curveball to Francis, he is just going to smash it. Let's see what happens here. That one's way high. Fastball. All right, senior pitchers taking a little step around the mound, rubbing the ball. Now he looks in, sets at the waist. Ball's hit hard, first base side. First baseman makes the play, but he's not going to be able to beat the speed of Francis. Francis is just too damn fast down the line. Wow, what a run. Grant scores on the play. RBI for Francis. It's almost like the first baseman fielded the ball and was like, darn.
I mean, he had to. It was the right play. The pitcher should have been there.
The pitcher should have helped him out.
It was really the pitcher that should have been
Absolutely.
outrunning Francis, not the first baseman.
I know.
That's on him.
He's fast, though. And Francis is gonna take this base, I would think, right now. All right. Here's Blanco Martinez.
I mean, give him a couple of pitches to catch his breath, you know.
All right, Jaden Blanco Martinez, the sophomore.
There he goes.
And he's gone.
He was practically gone before the pitch came in.
The catcher just held the ball. It was about 3/4 of the way before the catcher even got the ball. Good hold by the catcher.
Donnie's helmet does not like him. It's come off every time he's run so far.
He's going so fast, it just flies right off his head. Ball's fouled, right first base side.
Ooh, that just dunked a car.
Oh, boy. Yep, you hear
And
the
the
alarm
alarm's
going off.
Saw that through the fence.
All right, here we go. The ball's hit up the middle, right up the middle.
Yeah, you know what Donnie's coming
score.
home.
Oh, yeah. And his helmet came off as he rounded third. Big surprise. Nice hit by Blanco. I'll even clap for that one. All right, Jaden Blanco Martinez with the single right up the middle. Scores Francis. Gives Lincoln a 3-0 lead here in the second inning. Yeah, the Railsplitters are just kind of chipping away now. Chipping away. Sense a little bit of frustration by the Hornets at this point. Derek Blanco steps in. That ball's in there for a strike. Derek Blanco hits the ball down the first base side, fielded by the first baseman, and the pitcher's covering this time.
Yeah, that time you remembered.
Yeah, he wasn't going to let that happen again, and he was over there very fast this time. Even if he did cover that last time, Francis is so fast, he might not have been able to make that play. So, all right, the Railsplitters score 2 runs on 2 hits, I think.
3 hits.
3 hits, excuse me. 2 runs on 3 hits. And they have a 3-0 lead after 2 innings of play. Just sneak past me.
I got a bag up here.
How are you today? No, you're right there. I'm in the middle. Oh, that's my phone. Yeah, my bad. There you go.
Be on the camera. Standard, say whatever's comfortable. The one on the right doesn't have to move. The one on the left.
Coming up?
Keep it.
Who's coming up?
Left, right with minimal movement.
Follow the ball. Follow the ball and get pretty shots. You can zoom in as much as you're comfortable.
Okay, so the leadoff batter is back up for Midwood. Ross, and he takes the ball into the gap in left field. Fielded by Marrero on one hop, and he gets the ball in pretty fast. Nice hit by the leadoff hitter there, Elliot Ross. He struck out looking in the first inning. Oh, you guys are switching? All right. Okay, that's going to bring up, they're going to send out a pinch runner, oh no, so still Ross out there, excuse me. And it's going to bring up number 2, Antonio Moran. Also struck out looking the first time up. Fouls the first pitch off.
Closer shots than the giant wide shot.
Nice pitch by Ramel.
Don't be afraid to zoom in on stuff because we already have a giant wide shot.
Runner on second. He's barely being held on by Adani. And that pitch is in there for a strike. Swung late. Beautiful pitch by Ramel. Okay. And the pitch. Beautiful curveball. Caught him swinging out there. Wow, 2 strikeouts from Moran today. That's just what the doctor ordered for the Railsplitters here. It's going to bring up the catcher. Junior, William Copenny. He grounded out to the shortstop. His last at bat. Ooh, he was looking to offer at that curveball. Curveball just missed. Ball 1. So they're not holding the runner on at second. They're concentrating on the batter. Borges is set up right behind home plate, and the pitch is popped up bunt, and there's nobody covering first base, and they got him at third. Heads up play. Ramel, very good. Nobody covered first base. The runner at second, he just waited a little bit too long, and then he was able to make the play. Nice tag by JJ over a third. Good heads up play by Ramel. All right, so Copenny's going to be on at first because nobody was covering. That ended up working out in the Railsplitters' favor. And that's going to bring up number 35, Bryson Anderson. Borges bluffs if throw down to first. That ball's a little too high for umpire Wayatri's liking. Ramel sets at the waist, looks over towards first. Now he brings the ball home. He's in there for a strike. Good throw by Borges down to first base. Swipe tag by Scott, but the runner was already back.
Borges is letting him know he can do it.
Absolutely. He's just waiting for Copenny to try to take second. And the pitch. Fouled off, first base side. Call Denta.
I didn't hear
that
it that
one
time.
actually almost hit somebody walking down the street. It just bounced right next to him, and he couldn't believe it. He wanted to know where that baseball came from. Wow. Okay. All right, Ramel Emmanuel Gonzalez sets at the waist, looks at first. Now the ball comes home. It was a curveball, so it really didn't have a chance to throw down. Didn't need to because it was a strike 3 call, and there are 3 outs. After 2 innings, after an inning, 2.5 innings of play, the Railsplitters currently have a 3-0 lead. Rue Edelman, the senior pitcher, will come out and pitch for the third. Too late.
Like whenever they huddle, it'd be good like to get it just when they go out to the
The whole team was in a big huddle, having like a little meeting.
What is that?
Yeah, like, hey, man. Team does something, we want it.
All right, Lincoln coaching staff just had a little powwow with all of their players behind the first base dugout. Feeling good about how they're playing today. Looks like the number 4 hitter, Kamani Scott, will be the leadoff batter this inning.
Yeah, barring any changes, it should be Scott, Fernandez, and Gonzalez.
Yes. Okay, here comes the right-handed hitting first baseman on senior day. Sets up towards the back of the batter's box. Edelman looks in, sets at the waist, catches set up outside, and that ball's in the dirt for ball 1. All right, Edelman sets up, toe on first base side, set at the waist, and the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Just caught the outside corner of the plate. 1-1 for the senior first baseman. And he swings and a miss. No wind to speak of here. Third inning action. Scott steps out, takes a look around, looking for a pitch to hit. That ball's hit foul, third base side. Caught by coach Herbie Cruz, conversing with athletic director Ebed. And Edelman deals. That one's outside. Good eye by Scott. Don't get too over anxious there. All right, it's got to be good now. That ball's in the dirt.
I think he got just a little piece of it.
Okay, that's going to
So
bring
it's
up
foul.
a full count now, I think. 3-2, here we go, full count. And the payoff. Outside, ball 4. Railsplitters will take the base runners any way they can get them. Any which way, doesn't matter.
I mean, after the bomb of a ground rule double that Scott hit in the first, certainly didn't want to give him anything too hittable.
No, definitely not. No. He's hit some of the hardest balls we've seen this season. So these two guys, Kamani Scott and JJ. JJ has center field power. That ball by Rue is in the dirt. JJ wants something to hit. Struck out his last at bat. Kamani with a nothing lead at first, and that ball's hit to the third baseman. He's going to throw the ball to second, into the outfield. Scott's going to go over to third. And he's going to throw the ball around a little bit. Good job by JJ. Putting the bat on the ball. And he's got a runner over at third. And he'll have a nice base that he could swipe here after the second pitch. So our pitcher, Ramel Emmanuel Gonzalez, is going to step in now and try to help his own cause. There's no out. Runners on the corners. Cole Penny went out to the mound, talked to Edelman. Guess they just want to know what they're going to do with the ball if it goes in play. And that ball missed. Ball one. I think JJ's going to be going on this pitch. And the ball's hit, skied. He's got 3 people going for it. And the shortstop drops it. Well, there should have been an all right, so the shortstop dropped the ball. JJ really didn't have a play. Didn't have anywhere he could go. He had to stay home. Ball was hit right in between the base paths, so. JJ was out as the shortstop dropped the ball, threw the ball to second for the force out. Ramel's going to be the runner at first. Scott's the runner at third. Okay, so now the senior Ishmael Grant is going to step in again, trying to make a name for himself on senior night. Let's make his parents proud here. The ball is hit down the third base line, just foul.
When they come down here, if anything, be on a tight shot of them. If we don't have a good shot here, be wide enough and be ready that you can go follow it somewhere else.
Runners on the corners for the senior as he steps in towards the back of the batter's box, and the pitch. Ramel goes, takes second base, throw down is late. Looks like it was like a bait throw. They kind of threw it a little short to the shortstop, looking to maybe get the runner to try to go home. All right, first base is open now. Grant is getting some good coaching from first base coach Mo Ebed, giving him some encouragement. Second and third with good leads. That ball's hit to the third baseman. They're going to bring it home. And he's out. He's out. Nice play by the third baseman and the catcher. Throw was a little wild. Catcher put a good tag on Kamani Scott as he came in and slid into home plate. Okay, Miranda's going to step in. He does not have to sacrifice himself this time around. He's going to be a free swinger. Last time he sacrificed, moved the runners over. Now he's got runners on first and second base. Takes an inside pitch for a ball. Christian Miranda is a sophomore, playing right field today. Runners are not being held on, first and second base. The pitch is outside. Looks like Edelman might be a little distracted by the base runners. He's looking at both of them, but they're not being held on, so maybe you just concentrate on Miranda here at home plate. He steps off, drying off his hand. Slips the glove back on, toe on first base side. Oh, Miranda tried to get time because the pitch was taking a little bit long, but it looked like he was almost ready to go in his windup. So he put his hand back on the bat, swung at a foul ball. All right, shortstop coming over to conference with the pitcher right now. Maybe they're trying to put a play on somewhere.
Mel's been showing a nice lead. The shortstop might have been saying, let's go for him.
Yeah, Ramel's trying to bait him too right now because he sees almost in their head a little bit. So I think they were looking for the catcher to throw the ball down there after that pitch. Just didn't happen. And the pitch. Inside, ball 4. That's going to load him up. Ducks on the pond for everybody's favorite center fielder, David Marrero. Looks like there's going to be a pitching change here. Head coach Nicholas Carderi just came out with some encouragement to his pitcher.
Hey, when he came out on the field, he put his hands up like, stay there, calm down.
Just giving you a breather. Just giving you a breather. Understand where you are. I think the lefty struck out last time. No, am I correct, Pete?
Yes, it was a strikeout from Marrero, his first at bat.
Marrero. Let's see what he could do here with the bases loaded. Takes a nice level cut. Nice practice swing. Deep breath, steps in. Edelman is set at the waist. Catcher sets up outside. That ball's fouled into the stands. Heads up, everybody. Marrero waits for the pitch. Edelman deals. That one's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Number 7, Jediah Reese is in as a pinch runner at third base for the pitcher. And Marrero hits the ball to the first base. Tapped. First baseman's going to have a play at first. Fields the ball, steps on first base.
And that'll
for
end
the
it.
third out. So much ado about nothing.
A lot of excitement, not a lot of payoff on that inning.
A lot of base runners, a lot of things happening. Coach Ebitz not happy with that outcome right now. He was thinking about what could have been. All right, they just need to make it stand up now. Railsplitters have a 3-0 lead. 4th inning. I'm sure Ramel will do fine next time around the order here. Let's see if he can keep them at bay.
Should be Solio Tolentino coming up. He singled his first at bat. He should be followed by Michael Boville and Anthony Tejeda.
Well, hopefully that's all the batters that we have to face this inning. Let's see what happens. Still throwing some heat, Ramel, that's for sure. And Borges, last throw down, very good. So Tolentino is a junior. And the junior will step in and face the sophomore pitcher. And that first pitch is high. The Midwood Hornets trying to bring a little energy from their dugout. Pump up their guy. That one's inside. Nice pitch by Ramel, just missed. That ball's fouled hard down the third base line. Got way ahead of that one. Way ahead. Once again, winds died down. Not really any wind to speak of. And the pitch. Inside. Ooh, just missed. Late reaction. Just missed hitting that guy in the head. Wow. Late reaction by Tolentino getting out of the way. He's lucky he did. And the pitch is inside again. Having a hard time finding the control right now. It's going to give the Hornets a base runner. Here in the fourth. The senior Michael Boville will step in at bat with a runner on at first. Ramel looks over his shoulder and now delivers. In there for a strike. Runner takes a small lead over at first. Ramel looks down over his shoulder and he's set. Swing and a miss by 17. Boville missed the curveball. Runner staying put at first. I don't want to get anything stupid here. And the pitch. Once again, swing and a miss. Ramel has that curveball working right now. He's got the ball swinging in his right hand, sets at the waist, looks over his shoulder towards first. Another curveball towards home. Boville makes contact that time. Fouls it back, first base side. And the senior steps in. That pitch is inside. Boy just throws the ball back. Oh. That throw was a little lower. He's out, 100%. The base runner was leaning towards second a little bit. Bo just made a good throw, but wide of the base. Scott with a nice tag, but just a little too late. All right, Boville waiting for the pitch. And he makes contact with the curveball. Blanco's trying to make a play in foul territory, and he makes the play. And that ball is out. All right, there's a little discrepancy now because the ball was caught in play, well, out of play, but in I guess before he stepped out of bounds, but because he caught the ball and carried it out of bounds, they were awarding the base runner a base. I think that's what I'm seeing, Pete. Because he carried the ball out of the field of play with the catch, they were awarding the runner a base. Much to the dismay of the Lincoln coaching staff, but within the rules of high school baseball. So number 77, the lefty, is standing in there waiting for the pitch. Nice pitch. Nice pitch by Gonzalez. Tejada takes the pitch outside. The lefty batter, Anthony Tejada, is a sophomore. Steps in. He's got a runner on second base. That ball's in there for a strike. Beautiful pitch by Gonzalez. Fourth inning action, 2800 Ocean Parkway. That ball's outside. Lincoln currently has a 3-0 lead. And the pitch is set at the waist. And he delivers. Goes a little bit high. We'll put another runner on. First and second base. Now Midwood's going to send up their senior pitcher. He's going to try to help his own cause. Number 21, Rue Edelman. Got runners on first and second. Edelman represents the tying run. He's going to try to bunt. He bunts the ball foul. Trying to advance the runners. All right, he looks down to third for the signal. Very, very, very big lead over at first base. Kamani Scott's even with the pitcher's mound, looking to play the bunt. And Edelman shows bunt, pulls back, swings and misses. That's going to move Scott back towards first. Now he's about 2 steps in from first. Middle infielders are at double play depth. Third baseman's about 1 step back. Borges tried to frame. Just missed the outside corner. All right, umpire saying it's low. Coach Eben was questioning the call. Ramel really liked it. Let's see if he comes back with the same pitch. That's what you got to do right here. Same pitch. Absolutely. Same pitch for a strike. Beautiful job by Ramel. Good job by the coaching staff. Edelman down on strikes, not able to help his own cause. And that's going to bring up the big first baseman, Matthew Connor Hong. Runners on first and second. Batter calls time. He's looking down at third base for the signal. He's got it. Sets up towards the back of the batter's box. Ramel is set at the waist, looks at second. Now he delivers home. Hits him right in the back. Breaking ball did not curve, and the batter just turned his back to it. Hit him right between the numbers. All right. So now we got bases loaded.
1 out.
Number 11, Elliot Ross.
Oh, 2 outs. 2 outs.
Ross struck out looking his first time at bat. He represents the go-ahead run. And the pitch. In there for a strike. Ramel Emmanuel Gonzalez looks pretty serious now. Not happy he walked out last batter. He has purpose, and he delivers. Just misses. A little low on the breaking ball. All right. He's working fast. Steps right back on. First base side. Looking in. He's not even paying attention to the runners. And the pitch. Curveball for a strike. Beautiful pitch.
Painted that inside corner that they've been giving him all day.
We got some pretty big smiles over there in the first base dugout. All right. What do you think, Pete? Fastball or curveball?
Fast.
Curveball is hit into center field. Nobody's there for it. Miranda, oh, just misses. 1 run's going to score. The ball's bouncing around out there. 2 runs score. 2-run score on the double to center field. And Marrero is hurt on the play. Marrero is down. I think he might have tripped over something in the outfield. It is pretty hazardous out there. There are a few little things that you could trip over. Not the way you want to see your center fielder here. You could really use him in the later stages of the game here. You want your best defense out there. All right, so the infielders are all kind of standing around in disbelief. Ramel was standing by the second base position, but now he's walking out towards the outfield. Coaching staff is around Marrero, as well as the other outfielders. Kamani Scott, first baseman. Hopefully it's just like a cramp or something along those lines. Doesn't look like it's too serious because there's some little bit of laughter. All right.
He may have just gotten twisted up in a weird way while he was
Yeah.
trying to reach for that ball on the run.
Sure, I'm sure pride's kicking him a little bit there too. So Miranda made a very good effort towards getting the ball, and I think Marrero might have called him off at the last minute. But neither one of them had a really good beat on the ball. It was blistered. It was hit pretty hard.
Had it been on turf, there may have been a diving attempt at a catch, but not on the track. Be a painful way to make that out.
Nice piece of hitting by the freshman, Elliott Ross. All right, so let's see if the Hornets can take advantage of the momentum shift here. They have runners on second and third. And Tony Moran, the senior, fouls the first pitch back. Ramel looks in, working from the first base side. And the pitch. It's a little high. 1-on-1. So as just like other points of the game, first base is open. Not so bad if this runner gets on. Once again, the pitch is high. It's kind of just grooving some balls in there, not really finishing.
Moran is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts today.
Right, you should really be going after him.
That's
the point you're trying to make.
Yep.
Pete. Yeah, this is not the batter to let get away, actually.
You should be getting him to chase anything you can.
And the pitch is inside. Way inside. All right, so he's lost a little bit of his control here. Again, as I mentioned, not such a big deal. First base was open. They have force at any base now. It's going to bring up the catcher now. Junior, Cole Penny. Grounded out in his first at bat. The runners are not really being held on. That pitch is high. Well, Coach Cruz is going to go out to the mound now. All the position players are going to go out to the mound with him, have a little conference. Talk about how they want to go after this at bat, where they're going to go with the ball. 3 outfielders are kneeling down in the outfield. Infielders, once again, huddled around the mound with Coach Cruz. Umpire Wayatri makes some notes in his booklet. Close up the pen. That goes away. Conference is breaking up on the mound. Blanco Martinez says something to Emmanuel Ramel, and Ramel has a big laugh. Let's see if that laugh translates into a good pitch. Inside for a strike. Beautiful pitch. Not much a batter could do with that. And he's asking, that was a strike? That was a strike? Just enough break on it. 0 balls and 1 strike. That one's hit hard. Foul.
No, he's called fair.
Oh,
called fair.
Wow, that was way foul. 2-run score on the play. And the ball's home. Borges got to play. Out at home plate.
So they take the lead, but bad base running going to lead to the end of the inning for them.
Yes. I think 2 runs scored on the hit, though.
Yes. 4-3 Midwood.
4-3 Midwood. Halfway through the 4th. Okay, so I guess they called that fair. Looked like it was about 8 to 10 feet foul, but maybe we don't have the best vantage point. Our vantage point would be skewed.
Yeah, where it landed was definitely foul, but umpire on the home plate line he said it was in fair territory when it crossed first base.
Well, I don't think he's a Midwood graduate, so I don't think that has anything to do with it.
I mean, I hadn't suggested it, but now that you've said it, maybe we should be looking this
I
up.
believe he's not. I believe he's not. I think he went to Zavarian. But money's on Zavarian. I have to look that up, though. It looks like athletic director Ebed is going out there to check where the ball landed. She's out there. She's kind of confused right now. She's looking around. All right, so the Railsplitters is going to bring up the top of the order here. You know, they've been here before. It's not unfamiliar territory for them. They've been down, you know, later stages of games, and they just seem to, like, fight back, claw, and they don't give up until the very last at bat. So let's see if they can just pick them apart here and get a couple of runs and get themselves back into the ball game here.
You just hate camera, huh? You hate camera, huh?
I'm not good at it.
You know how you get better.
Okay, so the shortstop, Donnie Francis, leadoff batter. He's going to step in, batting from the left-hand side.
Hasn't even been 2 innings. You next time. I'll rotate you at the end of this inning.
Edelman still on to pitch for the Hornets, working from the first base side. Split stretch, ball set at the waist, and in there for a strike. 1-1. Very deep for the middle infielders. Second baseman is way back in the gap. First baseman's about 6 off, probably about 10 steps back. Third baseman even with the line for the lefty. Shortstop at regular depth. Center field is straight ahead, straight away. Francis taps the ball, foul.
He was very
He's
confident
lucky.
it was foul.
He's lucky. He's lucky it didn't hit him. He was very nonchalant out of the batter's box. Probably should have thought about maybe hustling a little bit out of the batter's box there, but he's lucky it didn't hit him. Fouls it off again, staying alive, waiting for his pitch. Lincoln's wearing their all-white home uniforms today, navy blue pinstripes, Lincoln across the chest, numbers on the back. Pitch is outside. Midwood has their away uniforms on, gray pants with a blue jersey. The ball's tapped to the mound, fielded by Edelman, underhand to the first base for the out. This head Midwood's wearing their away uniforms, gray pants, the royal with a navy stripe down the side of the leg. Navy shirt. White numbers, red piping around the Midwood. Their navy blue hat, red bill, the M. Jaden Blanco Martinez, batting from the right-hand side, takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike for number 10. The second baseman. He hits the ball to the third baseman. Fielded on a hop. Fires to the first baseman in time. Nice work by the Midwood infield here. Gonna bring up number 8, the left fielder, Derek Blanco, sophomore, number 8. Strike. I'm surprised they're letting the music go. No, they're not. That's it. And we got a strike on Blanco, the first pitch. And the ball's hit in the gap by Blanco. Fielded by the right fielder as the ball bounces off his glove. Blanco's going for second. He's going to be in trouble here.
Oh, boy.
Out. That is not a good base running. Not.
Coach Cruz, I think, is going to walk over and tell him that.
Kind of had the right idea, but not, you know, the coaches are telling you to stay put. You got to stay put. All right, coaches are not happy with that, and they have every right not to be. They needed that base runner. So let's see what happens here. Something's going on. Coach Ebed's mad about something. I'm not sure.
Claim that Bob is invincible right now.
No,
But-
I'm good. I'm good where I'm at.
All right, so Ramel Emmanuel Gonzalez going to come back out and pitch here in the 5th. Lincoln's currently down by 1 run, 4-3. Just looking to get the outs, get their offense back out on the field. Same defensive alignment for the Railsplitters. Fernandez at third. Francis at short. Blanco Martinez at second. Scott at first. Borges behind the plate. Derek Blanco in left field. Marrero in center. Miranda in right. Emmanuel Gonzalez ready to step onto the mound.
Hold on, I'm getting information.
Bryson Anderson, the junior, steps into bat from the right-hand side. And the pitch just misses him, hitting him in the head. Barely even moved out of the way. Midwood dugout's got a little energy going on right now. That ball's fouled. First base side. Somebody's car's getting dented. Okay, so Ramel once again, toe on the first base side. Looking in, working fast, as he usually does. Just misses on that one. Just misses. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him falling down. Trying to make contact with that curveball. All right, Borges looks over into the dugout. He's got the call. Out to Gonzalez. And the pitch. Oh, okay, just fought that one off his hands. Bryson Anderson just took one right off the label. Fighting it off. Borges looks at the dugout, sends a signal out. Gonzalez is into his windup. Swing, foul ball. Foul tip right through the catcher's glove. Like I said, Midwood's got some energy here in their dugout. And the pitch, curveballs, tapped down the right field line. That one was enough to be called foul. Way out of the play, way out of the way from Miranda. He would have never gotten to that. Nobody out there on the field would have gotten to that one today. All right. Bryson Anderson, tough at bat right here. And Ramel gives the nod. Oh, off the head. So the pitching coach is now having a conversation with the umpire about the batter leaning into the pitch, which looks like he may have leaned into it a little bit. Kind of has an argument. Well, Midwood wants base runners, and they got one. So number 22 now, he's looking down. Solito Tolentino looks down towards third. And he's a free swinger. Hits the ball down the third base line. Fielded by Blanco. Fields fires it into Francis, the cutoff man. We got runners on first and second for number 17, Michael Boville, the senior, batting from the right-hand side. Ramel Emmanuel Gonzalez delivers a ball inside. That's a foul ball. That's a foul.
Nope, they hit his wrist is the call.
Well, they're saying the ball hit him in the wrist. Looked like it hit the tip of the butt of the bat. Pitching coach is getting a lot of work right now with the umpire. Yeah, it most certainly sounded like a foul ball, because if that ball would have hit him like it sounded like that off his wrist, he would have certainly felt it. But he did a good job selling it, so something to be said for that. All right, so looks like it's going to be pitching change time. Coach Cruz is going to go to his junior transfer student. We haven't seen him pitch too much this year, but he's been effective when he's pitched. Javier Fernandez. I can tell you a couple of these baseball players are looking to be a big part of the football team this year. I know JJ is. And I definitely recall calling the catcher's name a couple times last year as a defensive back, Xavier Borges. Football coach who just rolled up on the scene, Coach O'Connor. JJ's taking his warm-ups. He's throwing some heat. Infielders are gathered around, shortstop position. Now he's making Xavier work. Sophomore Anthony Tejada will be next up at bat. Face JJ when he's ready. Javier needs just take a deep breath, throw some strikes. Let the players do the work behind you. Nice curveball.
It had a nice little late curve to it. It looked
Yeah,
like it was coming
late
in on the
action.
hitter, and then
Yeah.
it just swung straight in.
Very nice. Not against this lefty, though, please.
I mean, if it breaks that late, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, no. With a
Well-
righty, maybe with a righty. All right, let's see. All right, sophomore Anthony Tejada steps in. He's batting from the left-hand side. Hornets have something cooking. They got bases loaded. JJ's first pitch is in there for a strike.
Oh, that was the righty strike zone he hit him with.
Yeah, we got lucky with that one. All right, so he's working from the first base side. He's got a little bit of a split stance as well. He steps back and then across. And he's in there for a strike. 2 pitches, 2 strikes. Very good by JJ. He's got to be careful with his windup, though. All right, signals are going in from the pitching coach out to the mound. JJ takes a big breath, and he's coming home. Strike 3. Out. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Some heat. Bryson Anderson down on strikes. That 2 outs, Pete, please?
About that.
Okay.
It is his first out. It's been a hit by pitch, a single, and a hit by pitch.
Oh, so that's 1 out. Okay. JJ delivers a strike. Ooh, inside. Nice pitch. Rue Elderman, you got that call a couple times today. Don't be surprised. All right, here we go. Bases loaded. Pitcher on pitcher. JJ takes a big breath. He's into his windup. Gets a strike call there. Just touched the outside corner. The senior, Rue Edelman, waiting for the pitch. And he comes home. Oh. Not exactly sure where that pitch was, but
Just a little low, I think.
it was higher than the one he called a strike like 3 pitches ago. But, all right. Scott is in at first, even with the bag. So is the third baseman, Blanco Martinez. That ball is way outside. Edelman swings, gave a half of an offering at it. And he is really let down that he swung at that pitch. JJ totally had him fooled out front. Curveball. The curveball was nowhere near, but he just had him fooled. He was looking for the fastball the whole time. Okay, number 88, Matthew Connor Hong, looking to be the hero. Fernandez, first pitch. He's in there for a strike. Outside corner. He's throwing strikes, JJ. He's coming in. He's throwing strikes. He's doing the job. He's doing the job. And the pitch. He looks at third. 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 Umpire calls time. The batter called time. I think JJ's trying to quick pitch this batter. He's just kind of like looking. He's been very deliberate with his windup, but this one he's going to potentially come fast. Yeah, same windup. And the pitch. Outside. Got to be careful here. You got some speed over there at third base, so nothing too wild. Bases loaded. None of the runners are being held on. That one's low. In there for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. JJ takes a step off. Walks behind the mound. Now he steps on. He's working from the third base side. Third base. Heel on the third base side. Big breath. Wind starting to pick up a little bit. Nice pitch by JJ. Very good job. Ball tailing outside a little bit, just out of the reach of the first baseman swinging. Okay, bases loaded. Nobody being held on. That ball's fouled into the parking lot, across the street. All right, we got a pitcher's count here. He's battling. All of the runners are leading. JJ's working, third base side, ball behind his back. Now he holds the ball at the chest and delivers. High. All right, full count. Bases loaded, runners will be going. All right, JJ steps off. Now he looks in. He's holding the ball high, even with his head. 2 deep breaths into his windup. The ball's fouled. First base side, staying alive. Hong is staying alive. All right, JJ's shaking his arm. Once again, heels on, third base side. High tension times for the Railsplitters. He steps off, looks at third. Once again, heel on, third base side. Time by the umpire, time by the batter. Takes a deep breath. A couple of head games going on right now. All right, here we go. Everybody's in their position. JJ takes that breath. He gives the nod, likes the pitch, likes the call, and he delivers. A little high. Walks in a batter. Nice hit bat by Hong. Just not enough break on that breaking ball there. JJ looks in, holds the ball high. Even with his head, umpire calls time. Once again, bases loaded. 2 outs. Double play depth for the middle infielders. Pitch is just a little too high. Not enough break. Certainly got to pay attention to the batter now. Marrero is slightly shaded towards left field. Miranda shading again towards the left side of right field. That pitch is in there for a strike. Derek Blanco playing about halfway through left field, in between the third baseman and shortstop. JJ's just got to settle in here and throw a couple of strikes. Freshman Elliott Ross is up at bat. He had a hard ball hit the center field his last at bat. Good eye by Ross. Donnie Francis comes over. He's talking to JJ. Trying to pump him up. Tell him, let's go. Get after this kid. All right, Ramel's getting set, second base side. And Fernandez's pitch. Swing and a miss. Borges throws back. Borges with the throw to first. Hong got back in time. All right, Elliott Ross in the batter's box, facing the junior. Calls time. Ross steps out, takes a couple of swings. JJ's just waiting. He's got his glove up high. Third base side. Bases are loaded. The ball, strike three. Oh, freshman's trying to have some words with the umpire. Ballsy young man. Okay. Midwood gets one run. They have a 5-3 lead halfway through the fifth inning.
How come he didn't tell like you, boy? I got good information. I can't.
What do you mean? I'll buy you food. They're gonna do it on top of it.
Okay, it looks like Midwood is going to send out Edelman again to pitch again. Railsplitters just had their little conference back at the dugout, first base side. It's really up to them to pump themselves up right now. They got to score some runs, get themselves back in this game. 2 runs will tie it up. They certainly need a little bit of energy here. They know they could hit Edelman. They just got to put the bat on the ball. Coach Cruz makes his way over to third base. Look with some base runners to come his way.
It's so stupid.
Some of the football coaches are over here on the sideline in the dugout. Coach Elio, O'Connor.
Nothing.
Softball coaches in the house today too. School safety doing a great job as usual.
And I was going to.
Okay, so our senior first baseman, Kamani Scott, will lead off
No, I didn't.
here in the fifth.
Okay.
Edelman looks in, toe on the first base side. Scott lines up, back of the batter's box. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss in the dirt. Scott's trying to win this game on one swing. Can't do that, young man. You don't have any base runners. Just get on base. 0-1. The ball's foul. First base side. Hong might have room to make a play, and he does. Kamani Scott fouled out to the first base side. It's going to bring up JJ Fernandez.
Show it by now.
All right, pitcher on pitcher. JJ is looking to get himself on base and get himself going. All right, JJ Fernandez batting from the right-hand side. First pitch is low. Outside. Second pitch by Edelman is in the dirt. Bounce before home plate. Catcher just missed it. Cole Penny gets the ball back to Edelman. Now he's set, split stance, first base side, ball's way outside. JJ wanted it, but he was smart enough to hold off. All right, steps in again. Edelman set and deals. That ball's a strike. All day, you've been calling that a strike all day. Breaking ball over the outside corner. And Edelman now split and deals. JJ hits the ball hard, center field. Center field is back on the run. It bounces over the fence for a ground rule double. All right, JJ with this grounds rule double. There's one out. Here comes Ramel Emmanuel Gonzalez, the number 6 hitter for the Railsplitters today. He was the starting pitcher, and he is currently playing second base.
Switch the thing off and on the receiver. Yeah, switch it off and on.
Looks like the Railsplitters are going to send out a pinch runner. Send out a pinch runner for JJ because he's the pitcher. So
Hugo, can you zoom in on the talking? Actually, next time.
number 7, Jediah Reese, is going to run for JJ. Okay, number 2, Ramel steps in, batting from the right-hand side. Edelman holds the ball at the waist. Throws in a strike. Just catches the outside corner. Reese with a small lead at second. The ball's hit to the third baseman. Reese is going to go back and retreat to second. The ball's thrown across the diamond for the out. That's going to be 2 outs for the senior, Ishmael Grant. And a dugout chance. Let's go, Ish. That ball's low. First pitch is low. Edelman's still throwing some heat. He's still putting it in there pretty hard. That ball's high. This is the first time this inning he didn't throw 2 strikes in a row, or 2 balls in a row. All right. Got a runner on second. The batter represents the tying run. He hits the ball right at the shortstop. Fields fires across the diamond for the out. Getting late early for the Railsplitters here. After 5 innings of play, they're currently down 5-3.
And you can just go to track.
Saying I don't run.
No.
So the Railsplitters will send out the junior pitcher, JJ Fernandez, to pitch here in the 6th inning.
Actually, I can't even run fast. I have a bad hip.
Looking to get a quick turn, get the offense back out.
Yeah, exactly.
Midwood Hornets have freshman Elliot Ross warming up in the bullpen. Midwood's going to send up number 2, senior Antonia Moran. All right, so JJ's got the glove off, tying his shoe at the mound. Gonna step on now. Gets himself all settled. Jaden Blanco Martinez playing third. Donnie Francis at short. Ramel at second. Kamani Scott at first. JJ deals a strike for the first pitch. Antonio Moran looks down towards third. Now he steps in. JJ delivers another strike. He'll hold his hand out to the side. I think he was saying that was not a strike last inning. Okay. And the third pitch is hit down the right field side. Miranda's going to play it off the fence. He misses, plays it off the fence. And the ball is held. Lead-off double. Antonia Moran with a double off the right field wall. JJ looks in. Heel on the third base side. Cole Penny's in the batting box waiting to throw the ball. Ooh, we're going to go back to second, but nobody was home. Might have had him picked off if they would have went. All right, Cole Penny's in the back of the batter's box. JJ set, delivers. Strike. Cole Penny's late with the swing. Scott even with the bag. Blanco Martinez even with the bag at third. Regular depth for the middle infielders. Cole Penny hits the ball towards third. Tapper. Blanco Martinez fields, holds. The umpires are arguing that the ball was picked up in foul territory. Don't think it was. All right, JJ's kind of pissed right now. Umpires are still arguing. JJ's now he's kneeling down at the mound, stretching out his legs. Looks like Cole Penny might be hurt on the play. He's down in right field. They're bringing him a water jug out there. Some coaching going on. Third base side here. One of the players or coaches giving Bryson Anderson a little advice. Cole Penny must be cramping up out there. He's drinking some water. Looks like they're going to have a pinch runner for Cole Penny. Number 3, Jackson Scott Lube. Yep, Cole Penny's limping back.
Yeah, he pulled up with his hand on his hamstring. I don't expect to see him return to the game.
Yeah, probably not.
If you've got a twinge in the hamstring, that's the day for you.
Not leading into the playoff week,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
That could be a couple of weeks for you, depending on how bad it is.
If this game ends the way it is, these guys are going to have the same record. Finish up with the same record. Well, we'll play one more game next week. So later
Wednesday.
Later in the week.
Yeah.
Later in the week. Okay. Runners on the corners. Bunt. All for bunt and pulled back. Took a ball. All right, Bryson Anderson batting from the right-hand side. He's got runners on second and third. JJ's looking over at first. There's nobody there. Scott is moved up. He's playing 3 steps in from first. JJ delivers the ball. Fouled off. First base side. JJ heel on third base side. Looks over at third. Deep breath. Holding his ball behind his back. Now at the chest. Ball's hit back to JJ. He looks over to third. Fires the ball to first. Kamani makes the out. And he walks the ball back to the mound. That's the first out for the Railsplitters here in the 6th. One out. Runners on second, third. Midwood with a 2-run lead, 5-3. 6th inning. Number 22, Solio Tolentino. Takes a ball. JJ's walking around the mound, checking out the runners. Runners are not being held on. Tolentino's lined up in the back of the batter's box. JJ's into his windup. That ball's a strike. Spun right out of the glove of Borges. JJ shaking it off. Now he got a pitch he likes. And he's going to deliver. High for a strike. JJ had the right idea there. Give him a high changeup.
Reminded of a league of their own there. Lay off the high ones. He chased that.
Yeah, he baited him into it too. So good job by JJ. All right, here we go. Got the ball up high. Hits the ball back to JJ again. He looks very good. Good job by JJ. Last 2 batters, 1-3, 1-3. Okay, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Michael Boville, the senior, will step up. Bat from the right-hand side. JJ's looking around. Nobody on first. Kamani Scott is deep. Ramel is deep. Donnie Francis is deep. The pitch is in there for a strike.
Outside corner is deep.
Blanco Martinez about 4 steps behind the bag at third. JJ likes the call. Holds the ball up high, deep breath, into his windup. That one's in there for a strike.
Swing and a miss.
There's blood in the water right now. He's got to go after him here. No, no. He's saying no, no. Give me the curveball. A little dangerous for runners on third. The pitch. Not enough break. Right idea. Wrong placement. All right, Boville looks out towards the mound. JJ peers in, looks over at third, looks over at third. Deep breath. Into his windup. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Good job by JJ getting all 3 outs. Okay, so the Midwood Hornets are going to send out freshman phenom Elliott Ross to pitch. For the 7th. Oh, excuse me, bottom of the 6th. Midwood's huddled up. Back of the first base dugout. Looks like the backup catcher is going to come in and catch last couple innings here. Number 77, Isaiah Diaz. He's a sophomore. Cole Penny was hurt.
Yeah, he was limping pretty gingerly after pulling up on that run with his hamstring.
Oh, it looks like it's not going to be Cole Penny. It looks like Beauville is going to come in and catch. He's putting on it. He's strapping on the tools. And so Beauville is going to come in and catch. Hong will stay at first. Tejada will be at second. Moran will be at shortstop. Oh, no, I got substitution. Who's going in? Number 10 is coming in to play right field. Juan Pablo Reyes Martinez in right field. The previous pitcher, number 21, senior Rue Edelman, is now in center field. 22, Solido Tolentino will stay in left. Oh, no, excuse me, 35 in left field. Bryson Anderson. Tolentino's playing third. Coach Cruz is going to make his way to third base. Once again, he's going to be looking for some base runners.
And Diego Blanco is going to come up first.
Diego Blanco getting the pinch hit spot here. Sophomore, facing the freshman pitcher. As I said, Beauville's coming in to catch. Beauville and Ross have a quick conference. Make sure they're on the same page.
Yeah,
New pitcher, new catcher.
They're making plans for later. You want to get some dunking after the game?
Sure.
Get in the batter's head a little bit.
You have free first tomorrow? All right, here we go. First pitch is in there for a strike, a low strike. Sophomore Diego Blanco looking to be the hero. Swing and a miss.
Years ago, there was some joke about a professional coach that would go and, kick dust in the umpire's feet while yelling, you want to get lunch later today? And,
Sometimes it's a show.
Yep.
Blanco makes good contact, fouls the ball off, right-hand side. Freshman pitchers. Toe on, first base side. Deep breath and the windup. Blanco blisters the ball down third base line, right off the third baseman. That's exactly what they were looking for. Exactly. All right, that's going to bring up everybody's favorite center fielder, David Marrero. All right, Marrero's taking a deep breath. Got a couple of strikeouts today. Got a pinch runner. Reese at first base. Marrero's going to sacrifice. Foul. Number 7, Jediah Reese, in as a pinch runner at first base. Takes a small lead. He's being held on by Kong. Marrero squares the bunt and then retreats. Once again, Hong holding Reese on at first. Middle infield is at double play depth. Third baseman is about 2 steps in from the bag. Marrero swing and a miss. Couple of strikeouts today. It's going to turn it around to the top of the order for Donnie Francis. Also batting from the left-hand side. Curveball with no break. The pitcher looks towards first, over his shoulder, towards first, towards first, towards first. Head down, steps off. He's worried about Reese. Francis batting from the left-hand side. Swing and a miss. A little late from the offering from the freshman. Once again, looks in. Shoulder to first, and he delivers. Francis fouls the ball off into the stands. Donnie Francis looking to at least move the runner over. Reese with a good lead at first, and he's going. The ball's hit hard.
Fair.
Right fielder collects the ball, he flies it into second. And we're going to get 1 run, maybe 2 runs on the play.
Reese will score.
Reese comes around and scores on the errant throw.
And Francis makes it to third.
All right, 1 out.
Correct.
Okay, 1 out, runner on third. Big surprise that Donnie Francis is collecting his batter helmet from between the first and second base paths. Now I want to see that helmet fall off between home and third as he scores.
So does
and
he.
Ties this game up. All right, Blanco Martinez. Sophomore looking to step in and be the freshman looking to step in and be the hero, number 10. Can the freshman deliver against the freshman? Fouls off the first pitch. Jaden Blanco Martinez, 0-1. The ball's outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitcher looks in, deep breath, into his windup. That ball's in there for a strike. He's called that low pitcher strike all day long. No surprise there. And the freshman pitcher is happy. He likes the call. Blanco Martinez. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Give a chance for
Derek
number
Blanco.
8, Derek Blanco, to be the hero.
Derek Blanco had one great hit to end the 4th. Bounced off the fence, and he ran for second and got tagged out easily.
He won't make that mistake here if he's lucky enough to make contact. He represents the go-ahead run. The tying run is on third base, and he makes contact with the ball, fielded by the third baseman. He fires down the line in time. All right, the Lincoln Railsplitters get 1 run. You got to get 3 more outs right now and get back out on the field. Get back out behind bat. Okay. At the end of this 6th inning, Midwood currently has a 5-4 lead over the Railsplitters. J.J. Fernandez strolls out to the mound to pitch another inning. Same defensive alignment for the Railsplitters here in the 7th inning. Good job by Derek Blanco. Make contact there. Just not enough. JJ's warming up. He's looking in. Towing on the first base side. Pretty serious situation in the Lincoln dugout right now. Not a lot of smiles. Fernandez closing on his last couple of warm-ups. That's it. That's the last one. Good throw down by Xavier. Umpire says top 7, guys. Let's roll. Midwood's going to send up the number 7 hitter. Number 37, Anthony Tejada. He's a sophomore, batting from the left-hand side. The junior looks in. Toe on, first base side, into his windup. Ball's hit over the glove of Blanco Martinez. Derek Blanco fields, fires into Francis. 1 pitch, 1 hit. Going to bring up number 21, Rue Edelman, the senior. He was today's starting pitcher. Tejada with a decent lead off first. Scott's holding him on. Look to bunt to move the runner over. Fielded by Blanco Martinez. Fires to first in time. All right, so he successfully sacrifices, moves the runner over. First baseman, Matthew Hong, will be the next batter for Midwood. All right, J.J. Fernandez waiting for the call. He looks in. Glove is folded under his arm. Ball behind his back. Looks at second. Now he delivers. Curveball in for a strike. Probably see a steady diet of curveballs here this at bat. Kamani Scott even with the bag at third. Blanco Martinez even with the bag at third. Excuse me. Kamani Scott at first. Ramel looking to hold on. Now backs up. Another pitch. Another strike. 0-2. JJ's looking to work quick. Looks back at second. Foul. Staying alive, Matthew Hong. JJ looks in, gives a nod. That ball's low. He knew it too, as soon as he let go of it. As soon as he let go, he looked down. He didn't even look in. I was looking for him to go through the signs again. Midwood's got some energy coming out of their dugout. Lincoln's trying to match. Hong is in his stance. JJ's going to deliver. Strike three. I guess it was a foul. Well, okay, strike three. It's going to bring up the freshman, Elliott Ross. Midwood's current pitcher, trying to help his own cause. Got one runner on second base. JJ delivers. That ball's hit in the air, right field. Kamani Scott calls for it. He makes the catch for the third out. Railsplitters going for their last licks. Bottom of the seventh inning. Down by one.
Be quite the story to come from behind in the bottom of the seventh.
Yes, it
on
would.
Senior night.
Against the freshman. Let's do it. All right.
I'm just saying, coming up should be senior Kimani Scott.
Kamani Scott's hit the ball very hard. A bunch of times this year. Anybody would love to be the hero on senior night, that's for sure, especially a senior.
Coach Cruz was just giving him a few words of advice.
He sat down on the bench.
He put his ankle guard on. He's putting his gloves on. He's
He's ready to rock.
getting ready for action. It's not a bad place to be in the lineup. Scott, Fernandez, and Gonzalez coming up.
Yep, those are your heavy hitters.
All three are threats in the middle of the lineup here.
All three can hit for power. Not too many seniors on Lincoln's squad anyway. There's only a handful of them. Midwood's going to have the same defense that they had the last couple of innings. Got the freshman out on the mound. A replacement catcher. Michael Boville, he is a senior as well. Cole Penny, injured catcher, is a junior. All right, Lincoln sending up the meat of the order here in the seventh inning, bottom of the seventh. Just need base runners. Don't try to win the game on one swing. Just get on base. Let your teammates bring you around. Okay, primetime billing for K9. Good eye, K9. That ball is just outside. And the freshman delivers. Good eye by Scott. Showing that veteran poise. pitcher is into his windup. 3 balls, no strikes. Scott takes a deep breath, steps out. He wishes he could swing at this one, but I don't think he's going to have the green light. He's trying to psych himself up here. Coach Cruz is looking down. He doesn't even want to look up. All right, freshman pitcher steps on, holds the ball at the chest. 4 pitches, 4 balls. Lincoln got that base runner they need. Lincoln's pitcher, J.J. Fernandez.
To be clear, Kamani Scott is not a slow base runner, but you think they'll pinch run him just to put extra speed on the bases?
I do not think so, no. I think Scott's going to stay as a runner. He's a senior, and he's got to be the one that scored this run. Tie the game up. All right, so the senior, Kamani Scott, represents the tying run on first base. J.J. Fernandez represents the go-ahead run as he steps into the batter's box. Tightens up the gloves. One more stretch. Lincoln's dugout now has the energy. The momentum has shifted back towards Lincoln's favor. Can they capitalize? JJ with a swing and a miss on the first pitch. Nice pitch. By Ross. JJ steps in. Scott's got a small lead off first. He's being held on. Freshman pitcher looks, shoulder down, shoulder down. JJ calls time. Good time for time. Elliott Ross set at the waist. Fernandez takes a strike. High pitch for a strike. Now he has to protect. Shaking off 3 pitches now. The freshman is shaking off 3 pitches. Let's see what he comes with.
Oh. And on a dropped strike 3. Oh, no, they did call him out?
I think because first base was not open, so the second base, the
first
runner
base
gets,
wasn't open. Yep.
First base is not open, so the runner gets the base and the batter is out. So we have 1 runner in scoring position for Ramel Emmanuel Gonzalez. He almost gets hit with the pitch. A breaking ball that didn't really break. Kind of held his ground. Kamani Scott on second. He represents the tying run. And the freshman delivers. The ball's hit towards third base. The runner moves to third. All right, so we have a runner on third base, 2 outs. And this is the time. This is the time for the senior, Ishmael Grant, to step up and be the hero. He's got a little bit of a grin on his face. This could be the time for him to make a name for himself. All he needs is a single.
He did have one to lead off back in the second.
That ball is outside.
1 for 3 today with that single. And a fielder's choice.
On senior night. Let's see if the senior can deliver the senior home. And the freshman delivers. Another pitch outside. Come on, Grant. Towards the back of the batter's box. Freshman pitcher, Elliott Ross, delivers. Inside. 3 balls and no strikes. Kamani Scott with the lead off of third base. And that ball's outside. Ball 4. Okay, Christian Miranda steps up now with the chance to be the hero. Looks like Coach Cruz is now talking to umpire Wyatry. They're going to make some substitutions. They're going to have a pinch runner at first base.
Put the speed on the potential winning run.
Jediah Reese, number 7. Oh, no, it's going to be Xavier Borges. The catcher is going to come out and run. Xavier Borges is going to come out and run for Grant. He checks the card in his back pocket. Miranda is in the batter's box, looking to be the hero. Borges goes. Miranda hits the ball foul. First base side.
I mean, look how quickly he got out there. That's why he's the pinch runner.
Borges is also a freshman. And he's got some speed. Miranda wants to be the hero. Borges is gone. He's already on second. I think that ball was called a ball.
Pitcher hadn't even gone through his set.
Nah, yeah. He didn't even start his windup yet. I mean, they were giving him the base, so. All right, second and third. Borges represents the go-ahead run at second base. Miranda takes a strike. Beautiful pitch. So 1 ball, 2 strikes for Christian Miranda. The sophomore takes strike 3. And that's the game. Midwood Hornets take the first game of the home and home.
It's home and away now.
A home and away. Well,
Yeah, they moved
home
it
and
back
home.
to-
They'll be home
Yeah.
now. All right. Let's see what the Railsplitters can do 2 days from now. Bergen Beach Field.
So that's going to do it for us here at Abraham Lincoln High School. That's the regular season. Thanks, everyone, for watching all season long. Thank you especially to our incredible crew. Thank you, Adam, for being here for so many of these games.
Thank you for having us. We love being here. Great job by the Lincoln Media crew, bringing you all the different camera angles and perspectives of the game.
And as always, I'd like to thank my wonderful wife for always supporting my media habits. We'll see you in the playoffs.